The Steelers are going through a difficult time. First, the controversial behavior of George Pickens, one of the team's biggest prospects, is raising doubts about his future. His lack of discipline on and off the field puts his next big contract at risk, and even his teammates have started to criticize his actions. But that's not all. There's also intriguing news about Russell Wilson's return as a starter. Could he be the solution to the Steelers' problems? The Pittsburgh Steelers' wide receiver situation is becoming more complicated with each passing week. While they are still searching for a clear-cut second receiver, concerns around their star wideout George Pickens are growing. Pickens' behavior, both on and off the field, is raising red flags that could jeopardize his chances of securing a major contract. Joe Starkey of the *Post-Gazette* believes Pickens is playing his way out of a significant payday. According to Starkey, Pickens' lack of effort and discipline is making it hard to justify investing heavily in him for the long term. No blanking way, Starkey wrote. Pickens has undeniable talent and is the primary target in the Steelers' passing game. With his skill set, he has the potential to become one of the best wide receivers in the league. However, his conduct has been an ongoing issue, both on and off the field. The recent game against the Dallas Cowboys highlighted these problems once again. From his controversial eye-black message to a post-game altercation with Cowboys cornerback Jordan Lewis, Pickens is drawing attention for the wrong reasons. As the season progresses, the Steelers are facing a big decision. Pickens' contract is up for negotiation after this year, and the team must decide if he's worth top-tier money. He's shown flashes of brilliance, like his standout performance against the Cincinnati Bengals on December 23, 2023, when he had 195 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, but such performances have been absent in the 2024 season. Instead, reports of tardiness and subtle criticisms from teammates like tight end Pat Freiermuth have started to surface, further complicating Pickens' case for a big contract. Despite leading the team in targets, Pickens has yet to score a touchdown this season. During a critical moment in a recent game, when the Steelers' offense needed him most, Pickens was on the sidelines. Head coach Mike Tomlin claimed it was for load management rather than discipline, but Starkey pointed out the inconsistency of that logic, noting that 35-year-old defensive lineman Cam Hayward played over 70% of the snaps in the same game. Pickens' issues aren't exactly surprising to some NFL insiders. One scout noted, "There's a lot of upside with Pickens, but he can't get out of his own way. He's been enabled his whole life." The Steelers have a history of parting ways with wide receivers who cause problems, whether through trades or free agency. It seems possible that Pickens could face a similar fate if he doesn't turn things around soon. Next up for Pickens and the Steelers is a matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders. Pickens performed well against the Raiders last season, so finding the end zone this time around could help shift the current narrative. However, consistency, not just one good game, will be key if Pickens wants to prove he's worthy of a long-term commitment from the Steelers. If Pickens aspires to become a Steelers legend, his attitude needs a major adjustment. General Manager Omar Khan has shown a willingness to move on from players who don't fit with the team's vision. The trade of Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers, which brought in cornerback Dante Jackson to strengthen the Steelers' defense, is a recent example. Outside of Pickens, Pittsburgh's receiving core has been inconsistent, which makes the situation even more delicate. The team can't afford to let Pickens' immaturity continue to be a distraction, and unless he shows real growth soon, his future with the Steelers and in the NFL could be in jeopardy. What do you think? Will Pickens lose his chance with the Steelers? Comment below. And if you found this news shocking, the next one might make you even more curious. Russell Wilson is about to return. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is reportedly eager to get quarterback Russell Wilson back into action after advocating for him as the team's starter earlier in the season. According to NFL Network's Mike Garafolo, who appeared on the Raiders podcast network, Tomlin was a strong supporter of Wilson when it came time to choose between him and Justin Fields for the starting role, even though the decision wasn't a unanimous one within the organization. "I know Mike Tomlin is eager to make it happen," Garafolo said. "It seems like he's been in Russ's corner the whole way. When he made the decision for him to be the starter, it wasn't a consensus, I would say, within the Steelers building. So I'll say at some point, for some reason, one reason or another, We will see Russell Wilson in this game. Garofalo's comments suggest that Wilson could see his first action of the season in the upcoming game against the Las Vegas Raiders, an intriguing development considering Wilson has yet to make his Steelers debut. Wilson, 35, has been sidelined due to a calf injury that he re-aggravated in early September, stemming from an issue he first dealt with in training camp. As a result, he has only served as the Steelers' number 3 emergency quarterback, while Justin Fields has held on to the starting role. Fields appeared to be solidifying his grip on the job, but Pittsburgh's recent struggles, highlighted by a 2-game losing streak, may open the door for Wilson to return and potentially reclaim the starting position. Wilson has reportedly made significant progress in his recovery, participating more fully in practices this week, and there are no concerns about his ability to perform at a high level. While Fields isn't solely to blame for the Steelers' offensive struggles, the team clearly needs a spark, and Tomlin might see Wilson as the answer. If Wilson can come in and demonstrate the kind of play the Steelers expected when they signed him in March, he could solidify his place as the team's starting quarterback. With Pittsburgh looking to turn things around, the door may be open for Wilson to make his mark and potentially secure the job for the rest of the season. With all of this, it's clear that the Steelers are at a major crossroads. Pickens needs a radical change, and Wilson has the chance to be the savior of the season. As a fan, I'm already worried about what's coming. Click on the video that will appear on the screen for more details.